Hey there, CrossFit Deliverance athletes. Welcome to another Be Relentless vlog. Guys, gigantic thank you to all of you that wrote a letter of support. As I was going through collecting them, kind of getting them ready into the packet that we need to submit to the city, it was just one of those moments that as I was reading through them, reminded myself and Amy really why we opened the gym, and just to hear all of your guys' amazing stories, how it would impact you guys if we closed, so many different things. I just thank you so much. You've no idea how many just heartfelt moments there were that I just read, and I just need to take a moment and reflect on it. So with that, thank you again. For items not related to programming as well, remember we have Frosty Friday this Friday. So remember, that's going to be something that's hosted by Amy and I, so there will be food and some basic snacks, so on and so forth provided, so we'll see you there. Now, for programming, guys, for life athletes, you guys are going to go ahead and be doing back squat. You're going to be essentially finding a heavy double, then working to go ahead and doing 3 sets of 10 based off of that heavy double. Your goal is for the heavy double, and intention is to go ahead and try to get used to your body being able to kind of knowing it really well in terms of knowing how large of jumps you can get to something really heavy. I see a lot of times whenever we go ahead and find a heavy double, heavy triple, whatever it is, heavy single, sometimes we take too long to get up to a weight that starts to matter. Let's start practicing that, or be intentional if you already aren't today. Okay, for the workout, it's a lot of reps. It's 100 toes to bar, and it's going to be 250 feet of total handstand walking. We'll go ahead, we'll figure out what your scales are, but I need you guys to go ahead and scale in such that every round is taking anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half. Okay, so it should be only taking about 10 to 15 minutes to get this workout done. Now, in terms of masters athletes, if you're a little older, there's a lot of reps in this, so I don't want you to go ahead and cut the rounds down. I actually want you to go ahead and scale the total amount of reps down to where you're still able to complete about every round in about a minute to a minute and a half, right? So this should still be somewhat of a 10-minute to 15-minute workout for you. So, but rather than intensity of complexity of the movement, I challenge you to find something that's, safe, and you actually think that you're working towards, but think of it as scale the reps rather than the complexity if possible. Okay, with that, guys, let's get into the competitive aspect. So you have a EMOM. Remember, if it says skill practice or it says a primer complex, I want you not to focus on getting drastically heavy. I want you to go ahead and focus on making sure that it's actually a primer, and then whatever you're practicing and whatever you're getting heavy with, it's going to be a skill transfer to your contextual WOD, right? Now, what you'll see in this last 4 weeks, there's going to be a difference between a contextual WOD and then a skill practice WOD. The contextual WOD is meant to be, I want you to think, somewhat damning and just hard, to really test you what your limits are in terms of weightlifting, right? Or gymnastics or whatever it is. And the skill WOD is going to go ahead and provide just enough of a, think of a limiter, right? Or just enough of a response to where you should still be able to focus on what's happening, kind of working through mechanics some certain other times with just a small amount of either localized or global fatigue. So that's going to be the difference between the two. Today is just contextual, so it's all about going ahead and making that front rack carry really hard, so that the clean and jerks that you're going to do, it's really hard to actually go ahead and focus and go ahead and complete those. Now, your goal is to go ahead and not take a ton of time from the front rack carry and then take a minute to recover, or 30 seconds or 20 seconds. It's literally get done with the front rack carry, get your hands on the barbell, go, and let's see if you can still hit these percentages cleanly. That was a lot of talking, right? Because I kind of had to framework some items. So the biggest walk away, guys, is to understand the difference for us here at CrossFit Deliverance between when I say it's a notate as contextual WOD and a skill WOD, right? If you have a hard time understanding the difference, go ahead. Just think one is meant to be really hard and kind of have a crushing feeling, right? And the skill WOD, the other one, is meant to go ahead and just give you just enough to where it will be difficult, but you will have more than enough capacity to focus on the skill or clean things up. Sounds good? Okay, guys, have a good one, and remember, be relentless in everything that you do.